What's good, Tribe? How y'all doing today? Man, I wish I could come to you on a cheerful, one of my cheerful days, time to create. But still a good day for an individual. But for us as a humanity wasn't positive. When we lose one life, um, that changes the paradigm of what we're going through in our world, right? So, um, like I shared with y'all videos past, I stay in the military community. All right, so having a lot of deaths and things of that sort around us is not common. All right, you would think it might be because you got a military base and soldiers PTSD and stuff like that, but not necessarily. It's not that's not the paradigm. So this morning around I'll say around 10, between 10, nah, she was a little later than that. Cause yeah, it was around 10:30. All right. Some police come through our neighborhood. Like I told you, it's pretty predominant, quiet, military, older neighborhood, right? We had like 50 cop cars, 20 ambulances, almost like all of the town's resources went to this one incident. So it perked up a lot of the neighbors, a lot of people, especially me, what was going on, and knew it had to be something, you know, of a high magnitude because that's just not the norm in our neighborhood. You probably see a couple of cop cars racing through with a ambulance or fire truck or something like that. Usually fire truck. We was having a lot of fire trucks come through. People with them heaters, check your heaters, y'all. Make sure your cables and stuff like that good. Don't be messing with them faulty cables and stuff. I know I gotta catch my cat sometimes, be chewing on my dang wires and shit. So excuse my language. Um, but yeah, make sure you're straight on that. But yeah, I think if you look at it on the news, it's been on the news. Um, don't know all the skinny of it, but children involved on the scene came on the scene. They were saying in the description. Matter of fact, I'm playing games with it. As you can see that too. I don't know if you can see that. All right, two children, and all that. All right. So say two children dead after domestic disturbance. Uh, Police say around 11:12. So I was right. Around 11:12 a.m. Police were sent to the 400 block of West Vega in reference to the shooting. Um, Two children were dead after a shooting in Killeen Saturday. When police entered the home, they found a 38-year-old woman with a gunshot wound, and her two children had also been shot. Police say they found an 11-year-old dead at the scene and a 6-year-old in critical condition. So it's been out on the news. I couldn't even look at the news. When children are involved in incidents, violence, and stuff like that, man, it really does something to me um, internally because they're innocent in all aspects. They're innocent, even if that was a child that said the suspect was arrested, so it wasn't a child that they arrested. Um, I bring this one up, first of all, I want to send my condolences and respects to those families that lost their children and loved ones, because I'm sure that's extensive because that incident started at one house and went to another, and all the report says and the reading says all the people involved were related, so their family. Um, this incident, while I'm bringing this up, was just one. I stay here, so let's say one, two, three, four, 5 blocks down from where I stay on my street. Um, Heart wrenching, it really is to your children. I brought this up. I had to talk about it tonight because earlier today I was doing my little research, doing me, Spirit say, hey, y'all get up, y'all start getting unwind. I had a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to get the little studio and get my house back together and stuff like that. So I was taking a little time out. But at the same time, they're investigating in my same area, investigating a woman getting a homicide in her house and getting burned to death. I won't read that, but that just happened last week, a week ago now. Then we had a young lady get hit by a train and passed away. May she rest in peace. And may that lady who got burned, may she rest in peace. Got deadly shootings around us. The one that struck me the most, though, people, is we had a young lady down there in Odessa, Texas, a little bit for where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna say where I'm from, where my dad's side of the family resides down that way, Big Spring, Midland, Odessa area. So I'm pretty familiar with that area. West Texas high school kid. So this young lady say, let me find it. I don't want y'all to think, yeah, he just bring this, he just great. Nah. That was the beauty. No, I can't do that. Well, it's already out, so I can't. Oh, beautiful young lady though. That's the one who got messed up in the fire, man. You know, they trying to investigate what happened to her. So, who knows? It should come up. Now all of a sudden they won't give me my top stories like I usually have. Oh, okay. But yeah, she I'll talk about it till I find it. She she says she gonna go to Mexico on vacation, I guess, for 24 hours and leave the 4 babies behind. You know, that's a Texas, y'all. You know, if you don't know a little bit about Odessa, Texas, around that Midwest, West Texas, um, I ain't never seen no quick route to go to Mexico. So, you know, that was a nice little trip. Um, Left the kids, nothing to eat, no furniture, no refrigerator, nothing in the house. Told them just don't go nowhere. Bought them. She said she told in her interview about the kids' snacks and all that stuff, and I believe that. You know, I want to believe that. I really want to believe that. Let's put it that way. That's what she told him. She left the kids snacks and sugar and stuff, keep them sustain them for a while, and who knows what she was doing, being a mule or probably I don't know, trying to make that extra cake. Ain't nobody got no money out there, so we starting. This is why I was just deaf starting, because we starting to see that ain't nobody got no money, and those that got a little bit, they gonna start getting attacked by those who ain't got nothing. It's just how this finna happen, and this is us just being aware, just keeping people aware that those of you that think you sit in your nice little cozy and you're able to go shopping and do this and do that around, and you think that you're gonna be immune to some of this mayhem. We need us, you live behind a gate, big wall and all that stuff, wall of China, and got all the security parameters and fixed and all that stuff. That shit, you gonna get touched. We gonna get touched. You gotta go to work sometime. Gotta go do this. Gotta do that. Do that. So, yeah, it's real. I seen some stuff that I was like, what the heck? Yeah, at the stove. But I ain't gonna. That's another video. But the young lady took off, man. Left the kids. One of the children was sick. The baby was sick. The 8-year-old, the oldest one was an 8-year-old. 8-year-old trying to find some medicine, old medicine that the child had because he was sick, and gave the baby the medicine. And they came in and they seen, I don't know who came in. They didn't say dearly. They're still looking on, how they are with the investigation stuff. But it's like, where's our responsibleness at? Where's our Where's our that wisdom that we know that our women have? You know, and I can't just bring it on this lady this lady because we don't know her circumstances, we don't know her predicaments, her what she's been through in life and things like that. But what I can say is on this is when it comes to solutions and understanding, ladies, if you out there and you find yourself in dire modes and dire stress and stuff like that, and you can't take care of your kids, or the load of taking care of them is heavy. Hey, reach out. There's all kinds of avenues out there. There's all kinds of recourses and things like that. And in most, that right there was an indication she didn't want them kids. She them kids were like balls and weight. She want to do her party like a rock star. Okay, cool. Human beings, we understand. But there's enough of us out there. We'll take care of them. Put them into foster care. Let CPS get them. And I'm telling you, there's people out there, man, that love children and don't look at it just a business. You know what I'm saying? That it's just something that whole family's been doing or they've been doing and stuff, and won't sit up there and be molesting the kids or looking at the kids as a bank check. But even I tell you something, I would rather somebody who's looking at the kids as a check or to be watching them because they understand that if this check individual gets harmed, is not taken care of, neglected or whatever, and the people that oversee our system comes in and sees that, then we ain't gonna get paid. So I'd rather that dichotomy than allowing a mother continue with this neglectful behavior, and kids die, children die, babies die. A vessel that other vessels supposed to come through, it's not gonna happen. You don't know how many generations you didn't kill when you on 11 and 6, and we just don't know. That child might have been the one that had 13 babies, 13 kids, like the old days, because we understand our reincarnation today is the reincarnation of our oldest, of the oldest lineage, I would say, that's been on this world. So I connect all this full circle, it's not me saying think less of yourself as an adult, but we as adults we don't get passes no more. We suffer them consequences, and we suffer. What we do, we understand we suffer the consequences, but children don't. Why do they have to suffer the consequences of adults? That's what I understand. And usually it's because us adults are being demonstrous and out of mind and not in our right. So I just hope and wish that, ladies, women, please step up, man. Pay more attention to the babies, please. Need help, please. Communication. Communicate with the dad. Communicate with the grandma, the family members, those that can, help out with the situation. Excuse me for somebody messing with my Wi-Fi. That's all that is. You a little froze. But love on them, man. Instill in them that you love them. You don't love your children, then hey, be forthwith and say, hey, I'm tired. I'm done. I can't do it no more. And then pass the torch to somebody. All right? Because there's other recourses than to just abandon and neglect or allow the children to just to die for no reason. Because adults want to be selfish. That's the bottom line. And when it really boils down to is adults, you have to start women. You have to start loving yourselves. Because when you start loving yourselves, you won't let nothing happen to your child. Because that's a part of you, an extension of you. Just like you're an extension of God. So when you allow this, or I hate to say it, but when you allow this to happen, or this thing, what do you think God is saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's something you have to take up with Him. But, go in balance with yourself and find within yourself the wherewithal to seek them answers, all right? That's one reason why I started my channel, is for my self meditation, my self awareness, my self healing, my self reflection. So now, knowing that I'm gonna put myself in front of the world, man, you can't hide, bro. You can't hide. Nothing you do, you can't hide. You know what I'm saying? You can try, but even your character, even your personality, even who you are inside, will not let you lie to anybody outside yourself, because you've told yourself, I'm stopping. I'm tired of lying to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of lying about anything that I was doing out here to put myself ahead on a savage, lower level, to get what I want out of women, using them as objects and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's real. So yeah, I'm supposed to be one of the ones to come back and change the paradigm, come back and correct what isn't right within how we operate. All right, and it's not so much correct, but just bring awareness, because you can't change nobody. If I learn anything, that's probably why I've married 5 times. About to go on 6. You can't change nobody. You know, you just accept it, take what was up, move on, or you stay with that, and try to work it and whatever. And that's, to each his own. That's through communication. But with me, I'm not gonna worry too much about um, not saying I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not trying to change nobody. Right? I'm just trying to bring awareness to the thinking, change the mind, and reprogram the thinking and shit. But actually, physically and all that, you try to change somebody. If you don't want to change, you can lead the person to the water. That's what I was trying to say. You can lead the person to the water, but if you don't want to drink, that's on you. I've done my job. Might say, you get them to the water, son. That's all I need you to do, son. S-U-N. Get them to the water. You the light right now. You know what's going on. You ain't letting the matrix or the game or whatever fool you ain't worried about the EI and what you care less about anybody say about you, think about you, like that stuff. So hey, we chosen you. Right? And that's what it's saying. Right? In there, I'm letting them mess with me. Little bots messing with me. I don't know how your bots can be messing with your camera. That's why I don't be using my little camera, my big computer. Somebody got my little password or something. Hey, but this can be fixed. Solutions, you know what I'm saying? Bystanders. We had something in the military. I loved it. When we come, our feminine energy was getting a lot of pressure, and I always have been getting that, rape in the military and service like that. And usually 9 times 10, these young ladies or women would be getting raped, and there's a bystander that knew something, knew the rapist, knew the MO, or heard, or whatever. But the female wouldn't come forward because they wouldn't think somebody believed them. Anybody would believe them because it might have been an outstanding person in the public or the character or whatever. But this shit is reality. It's just that thick. It's reality. So I'm pretty sure people knew in this neighborhood some things were going on. You see what I'm saying? You remember looking at the last video I talked about Rosalind, young lady I was fortunate to help, man. Thank you Almighty, man, for putting me in that place, because I was that person, to come forward and bow down and serve to a young lady I don't even know, a stranger, but was in need. You know what I'm saying? So bystanders are like, don't be quiet about it. You hear something, they talk, tell somebody. And I get it. Snitches get stitches. What we talking about? We talking about people's lives. You know what I'm saying? If somebody would have came forward. And I'm not saying somebody knew something about any of these incidents, but just think about if somebody did, what they could have stopped, what they could have prevented. And we all know, come on, y'all, we some nosy ass people. Somebody knew something, somebody knows something. Right? But it's just us. So I just employed all of us adults mainly, because the children, they innocent. How do you talk to a 6-year-old about guns? 11-year-old. See what I'm talking about? So I'm sure pretty much more information will come out, and I'll try to share it with you. But I just want to employ myself into it and say, hey, adults, let's step up, man. Keep a better eye on our children, especially what's going on today, because this is not normal. All right, keep an eye on them babies, man. Help them out, support them, because just as you're suffering, they are too. Love you. Okay, nobody's gonna love you better than you. We know this. All right. So each and every of us, we need to do our part in some scale, some way. All right. I just employ that. We all gravitate around these challenges to come on Facebook, TikTok, and all that stuff. As long as it's exciting, as long as it's something entertaining us. But I told you, we're coming away from that drama entertainment type philosophy and idealism. We're coming to back into the realism of who we really are as a people, and what the real purpose and the real way forward is going to be here in the future. And you're going to see a lot of superficial stuff going to start breaking down paradigms. It already has. Our education system, um, the way we do things, the way we maneuver and stuff. You see, it's changing, and it's changing for a reason, because a lot of the falsities of our society is starting to crumble, and that's okay. Hey, some of us are ready for that. Real talk, all right, and because that'll change our behavior. Most definitely. Those that can want to conform, those that want to be better people, seek to be better people, to bring in better generations of people and not savages, animals. We already got animals. We don't need us human beings being correlating with the animals. You know what I'm saying? So that's what society's conforming to. I know a lot of you don't see that. All right, hey, it is what it is. But I that's my challenge. Step up, parents. You know what I'm saying? Step up, dads. Biologicals. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of them. I never shun y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in my own in my own household. You know what I'm saying? I won't talk about it, but hey, um, I still respect those fathers out there, because at one point in time that was me. I was a dad out there on my first child. Like I said in my video, I wasn't in his life as much as I wish I could have been. Um, and I won't make no excuses here and there why I wasn't all that stuff, because I just point to myself all the time. It's my universe. I control it. So hey, you gotta blame you. But at the same time, um, young ladies out there, give them fathers a chance, a fighting chance at least. You know what I'm saying? So they can do their part. And if you guys if you can make it about the child, then I'm pretty sure that man will step up, man, because we love our kids wholeheartedly, man, because they're extensions of us, especially when they look like us and walk like us and talk like us. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. All right, so it shows your God complex, what you're able to bring forth, what your vessel is able to do. But it's really not your vessel; it's actually that woman's vessel, because we talk about, hey, she's a supreme being. She carries the creation. All right. But you're a creation of her, extension of her. So all of us, men, you know what I'm saying? Before it was man, it was woman, right? Because how you get man, right? But we men are strong, and we are strong enough to. My computer freezing again, y'all. Somebody out my Wi-Fi. Get out my Wi-Fi. Are the women, you women have strengthened a lot of us men just through us being coming from your hundred. A lot of us are real strong already. Many of us, mind and heart, body and soul. So we welcome the challenge. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have to be creative on how to. If you're not going to be in a relationship with us and stuff like that to raise the kids, then you have to be creative to allow that man. And this is just me saying outside looking in. Allow that man to know that still has the, uh, you still have the authority to be in your children's lives. All right, and I think that's important for a man. I'm talking about the biologicals and stuff like that. All right, your stepdad and stuff. The same thing. You're gonna fit in what you do. But let's strive to be better. That's the challenge. That's the challenge, y'all. Let's not try to see no more deaths, no children. We don't necessarily need that. That's not necessary. Children don't need to be involved. Y'all want to shoot at each other, shit. They get in the car, take the guns, take your ass out in the country and shit, and play cowboys and Indians. Walk 10 paces apart and shit. And I ain't recommending this shit, but shit, do that. But don't be shooting around the children, killing the kids. You know? When you know better, we're gonna do better. All right. Hey, you wanna go out of the country? Please leave your children with somebody. If you want to go out of the country, please leave your children with somebody, especially if they under 15. Okay? I'm pretty sure a 16-year-old can handle herself, him and herself. Have a little friend, spend the night over there, but they can do all that. But under that, man, their kids can't handle themselves. Snacks, man, you leaving stuff. You don't know who gonna. What if somebody break in the house that day? that night. You gone. Now the kids gone. Traffic all around the world. Next thing you know, children all in Australia some damn well with. I almost said something. But we just gotta do better, y'all. And I know we can. All right. Yeah. This the one gifted the gab, man. But it wasn't a gab day. This was serious talk. All right. I love them babies just as much as I love them women, man. Man. Black, white, Asian, green, orange, aliens. I don't give a damn. Little Squid can run up on me right now. I hold that mug, rock the hell out of that little Squid. Like Will Smith and that Men in Black. Hey, shit, it is what it is. Man. We gotta do better. All right, and I know we can, y'all. Spread the word, spread the message, man. Put your own message out there. All right, don't be a bystander. It's tired. I'm tired of being a bystander. Shit, I'm gonna mark my word, man. Put stuff out. All right. Hey, studio getting up. Be looking for me. I'm gonna put some music out my own. You know what I'm saying? Gonna venture. Yeah. Say you got some copycats out there on me. I know you gonna copy me, man. I'm a fool. Hey, love y'all, man. Hey, peace. Hey, love yourself. Nobody ain't gonna love you unless you gonna love yourself better, man. Love yourself so you can bring love in. All right. That's why I put out this energy, man. I want to put out positive energy instead, because we have a negative. This is negative, so we counteract it with some positive. Positive, saying, hey, we gotta step up. We're gonna step up. It's not we gotta step up. We're going to step up. This is known, because things like this permeate within the community, and the community wakes up and say, wow, I didn't know this was next to me, and then they clutch on their children. Because as I drove through the community later on the day, doing my shopping and doing stuff like that, man, I seen people out there playing with their kids, throwing their kids on me. I see men out there with their kids. You know, I don't usually see a lot of men outside on a nice little day. They used to be on their little motorcycles and gone doing something, man. But I seen a lot of families had their kids, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what this does. So this is part of nature almost, you want to say, like Kevin Wesley say. Counteracting, doing what it does to show us, hey, nah, we ain't going to let this just permeate within. But it happened, all right? It happened close to home to me. I don't know if I should say, like, I'm so lucky that I don't have young children that have to go through that, but it just seems like every time a young person go through this, it's a child of mine too, man. You know, because that's one child, that's 2, 3, 4 children that maybe I meet at Zippy's and shoot and need a little advice or just to, hey, how you doing? Or buy them a little candy or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of dudes that, cherish these children to go to school, and even though we know the school system, man, broke, but they trying their best, you know what I'm saying? Trying their best. And that's another thing, hey, man, sure the school system ain't teaching your children nothing no more. You think they are, cause your kid just getting babysitted at school, man. Cause if your child learning the same damn thing, and I'm 52, that I learned in 52, then they ain't learning nothing. They not learning nothing. So you have to challenge yourself once again, and you really don't have to, people. This YouTube channel is a monster. Most people are like shunning it. I'm on YouTube, and you a YouTube and all that bullshit. The problem is you ain't. Because there's so much information on there, valuable, man. So much information on there. Credible, you know what I'm saying? You can get in there and learn every damn thing. Everything. Anything you want to learn. I've been making stuff in this house and all this. They say, make you some candles, make this, that shit. I've been trying that stuff, and I'm like, wow. I ain't know I can do that. Of course you did, boo. You ain't the only person on earth, so there's all kinds of creative minds on this mug. So that's what YouTube is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of creative minds. You just search out the one you want to listen to, be taught by, and then you run with it. All right. So yeah, it's an incredible thing. But let's do that. Let's do that, fam. Hey, do another thing for me. My cat, man, I got shot out, man. Man, Jamal Rashad. Hey, that boy down there doing it, killing it down there in Atlanta. I love it. Hey, revolutionist. If he ain't the young Malcolm, then who is? Right. So we need more of that. We need more of that. And they out there, young folks out there, man, killing it. Tran, all of them, man. Let's do it, Papa Doug. Yeah, he ain't real young. He about my age, probably. Younger than me, a little younger than me. But, hey, yo, and that's another thing. Papa Doug, man, got success down there. Make some money. Let's go. You want it? Let's go. But real talk, you got to give money to make money. So, hey, Y'all got that income tax, man. Shit, you got no money, go down there and join. I think it's Sister Pion Finch, man. I can't remember her name. I just started researching last night. Watched a couple of videos. She out of Dallas, Texas. She had a couple seminars, classes in unit, man. I went through there, streamed all this stuff, man. Oh wow, I was amazed. All right. So some of y'all that want to get on that corporate level, make something happen and things like that, don't have no avenues, don't have nobody to give you that approach or push or whatever. Yeah, I think this is it right here. All right. So just check it out. Check the website. She got everything. She got all the credentials down there, information down. It's under my list, man. Papa Duck on the Papa Duck, the two latest and stuff. And yeah, I don't think you'll be. I don't think you'll. I think you'll be surprised. I don't think you'll be. I don't know. I can't find that word. We'll leave it alone. You ain't supposed to use it. So yeah, go look it up, man. And we need to start making this money here. Be self sufficient. Open grocery stores. We got black farmers out there that's hungry to send some food to some of our hoods and stuff. That if you could tell, you go in your black neighborhood, your poorest. They didn't took the grocery stores out, man. I go on the other side of Ranceria. Ain't no damn grocery store over there. So the whole Ranceria got to come over this side, which is kind of considered the I don't know people with money, little money, and because I would say that's old clean and then new clean. That's what I would say. So old clean has been left out in the whack. They just got pop up stores, mom stores and that stuff. But when they go grocery store, they got to come to Walmart on this side of town, or HEB on this side of town, and that's horrendous, man. And what if you ain't got no car? So, and I'm not that one to see people on the bus with a whole bunch of groceries these days. You know what I'm saying? I seen that when me and my mom was growing up in California. We didn't have no car for it when I was a shorty. I remember walking around 2 years old. My mama till she got her car and stuff. So man, ain't no fun game. So yeah, I'm a person that wants to change stuff like that. Shit, I can see me open a chain of restaurants. Yeah. I mean, grocery stores and stuff like that, farmer markets and stuff like that. That's a nice thing, knowing that paradigm. But first, you gotta get that team straight. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go down there with Papa Duck and the Duchess down there, and pick their brain and stuff, learn some stuff from them. Cause I feel like, hey, if you savvy enough to go in that military and make that happen and shit, why can't you go out here and do this on your own and with some help of experts and people who's done it, been there, done that, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a challenge right there. Challenges with substance. I can't challenge nobody with no substance. I ain't trying to challenge you to go out there and kill yourself, stepping on crates and chasing down windmills and all this other crap. I don't understand the purpose. So I mean, if somebody does understand purpose, help me, help me, because I just feel we just got too much serious things to accomplish in this world today than to mess around with our platforms on some buffoonery. If you got a message, you honest, you heart built, you know that there's people out there that like-minded like yourself, or that see things like you, then you put yourself out there. And if not, man, you doing it for yourself. All right, you never know. I'm telling you, man. Look, I done found the perimeters to look behind the curtain and see who watch. So I be knowing the views. They there. You might not see them on your points and on your watch and stuff, but people watch. They can watch discreetly and shit. So that's cool with me, because that just means the message getting out, and people just saying, I don't want to step out the showers and support you yet, because I don't want other people to know that. Hey, it teaches on. Hey, I ain't into the. Told you. Shit, I only teach one, reach one. It's gonna move, because I see it in my daily movement as I move in the world. When I have to go on the platform, people looking like, hey, who are you? Yeah, check me out. So we're gonna work. We're gonna keep working, baby. Love you, miss you. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. If you can still get that meditation in 3 times a day, hey, do it for you, man, because it ain't gonna do nothing but heal you, let you, help you, guide you, help let your spirit guide your avatar. Love yourself. Nobody loves you better than you. Always remember that. Number one thing, Shell love you, Sean love you. Ladies, hey, women, y'all know, it's still woman month, y'all. Come on now. Y'all still up, all right? Let's go get it. Love.